Thanks, John, and evening, comrades. Thank you so much for having StrikeMap UK at your meeting, and it's been fantastic to hear from Rebecca, Colin, and Paul, and solidarity to all people involved in strikes across the country. So, as John said, my name's Henry Fowler. I'm here on behalf of StrikeMap UK, which was a project co-founded by myself and Robert Paul of the Greater Manchester area, I'd like to add. And in December, we started StrikeMap. We have some really clear aims, and that is to present the levels of strike action that are happening, which obviously are at historic lows. We know about that and the arguments and around that. To provide a vehicle for solidarity. So people have talked about tonight about how can people have solidarity with some of the workers taking action, but also to encourage workers in their struggle. We think that is really important. As StrikeMap has developed, it's worker powered, it's led by members, reps and stewards, not by staff and bureaucracies of trades unions. And we want people to upload their action and to proudly post it on StrikeMap. As we've developed strike stories, which I posted one of the fantastic stories from one of the GMB strikers in the chat already. And those stories are workers writing exactly how they feel about their dispute, what's happened around where they've got to with the strike action, and we've published it. There's no editing here. There's no guarding or independent or making sure that it fits with some kind of narrative. This is workers writing as raw as it comes. And I would encourage everyone to seek out that section of the website and to share those stories from the disputes that we currently have. And we hope to get more. As we've developed, we've now launched our show Comrades, which is a show that invites lots of people involved in action, involved in some really good organising work across the labour movement to share what's happening in those areas, for us to be able to show support and solidarity with those people, but also to build awareness about some of the fantastic organising and campaigns that are happening across the country. So recently we had two GMB strikers who are absolutely fantastic on the show, and you can catch just that segment if you want to watch it. We've also had the Nanny Solidarity Network, who with the IWGB are starting to organise a branch for nannies and au pairs, really important organising steps being taken. And we've had Steve Turner talking about the battle for Barnoldswick and that fantastic victory to start off our year as workers. So as StrikeMap, we're looking for your support. We're going to be nothing without the labour movement around us, and with fantastic organisations like Manchester Trades Council and the many other organisations that help build our really proud movement. So there are ways you can support us. You can sign up as a supporter to our mailing list. That's absolutely free, and we want as many people on that mailing list as possible to keep up to date with those strikes that are happening and to share information amongst colleagues. We've recently launched our individual membership where people can pay a subscription a month. This helps upgrade our site. You'll go on our website. It's a free WordPress. It has its limitations, and we want to make it as good as possible so that people can use it. And if you're an organisation such as Manchester Trades Council or your local trade union branch, you can affiliate for an annual sum, and we'd encourage as many trade union branches and trades councils to do it. And it's to say that so far, North Staffordshire, Sheffield, and Stockport trades councils have already affiliated, and we're really pleased to have their affiliation. As we talked about tonight, what we've heard about is the failure of employment law, which for myself and certainly many in the movement we see as the employer's law, because it's not written by workers for workers, is it? It's written by the employers and those that are there. We've heard about how fire and rehire continues to be a tactic of employers, and as we look to the austerity and the potential cuts that come out of paying for the pandemic, we have a choice, don't we, as a movement, whether or not we allow that to be balanced on the back of working people or whether or not we fight back. Having been through a period of austerity where we did fight back, but maybe we could have fought back a bit harder as a united campaign, it's really important we get this right this time. So it's been fantastic here and to network two important disputes about fire and rehire. We've heard about the limitations of employment law, what that means. But for now, for us as StrikeMap, we're looking to work with as many people as possible to build now a united campaign. What we need to do is harness the power that we have in Westminster, but most importantly, the power we have in our workplaces and our communities to build a proper campaign around banning fire and rehire. And we've talked about some of the changes to the law that may require, but we must support those in struggle, and we'll continue to do that. That is the purpose of StrikeMap. StrikeMap is not here to be a new site. StrikeMap is not here to coordinate action. It is merely a tool. We hope, and that's me and Rob, in the conversations that we've had, and people may have been involved in Rob's fantastic idea, Red for Key Workers, last May Day, to try and bring back that May Day tradition that we have proudly in the labour movement, and also to celebrate the work of key workers, is that we hope to build a rank and file network of all of those people taking action across the country. There are some fantastic organisations that do some of this work already, and we want to work with them to build a strong stewards network that can take on all of the challenges post-pandemic. We are at a crossroads. We have a choice. We have a new tomorrow where we build and work as trade unionists and those across the labour movement with those who want to work with us to build that, or we face another decade of austerity cuts and detriment to our living standards. And I know which side we should all be on. And I think we have an absolute world to win. We've seen the incredible fights happening already this year and the victories of working people when they act united through taking strike action, but also working clearly with communities. We know that the GMB strikers are not striking against their most vulnerable customers. We know that those that will have to be taking action at Manchester buses are not striking against those people going to a GP appointment, and building that community solidarity is absolutely vital as we go forward. People have said a lot tonight about leaflets and other things, but I urge everyone to check out the fantastic videos of support from high profile people on the GMB's page, and also Unite, with a lot of local high profile celebrities talking about why we should stop fire and rehire, and why the Manchester bus dispute must end and the employer must take reasonable action. I hope that Manchester Trades Council can become an affiliate of StrikeMap, because it's really important that we continue to build that. I do really think we have an important future ahead of us, and I'm incredibly excited where we have a world to win. Thousands of more people in trade unions, thousands of more workplace stewards, thousands of more people trained and know the importance of trade unions in the workplace. And hopefully we can act together and we can shape the future in our way. Solidarity, comrades, and thank you very much.